When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example.
There he goes! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Off play action. He'll get rid of it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be... Already got a hand on it, it's blocked. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand. So the Michigan Wolverines offense has its first opportunity of the day. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a super...
Running free. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To the air, it's Newton. He's got him. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying to impose their will with the run. At the 15, he's loose. Turning it on. He's piled up 97 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Using his legs, it's spring. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Looking for an open area to his left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They plow ahead with the 1, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Under fire. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. pocket pass. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It'll be third and long. He wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. He'll make the play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running to the left. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He wants to go deep. Snags it down the right side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Tony.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. The Super Frog was flexing all game 2. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Newton. Safe completion on the screen. Sweet cut there. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, fighting Illini.
Needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the 1st half. Now, in the 2nd half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for space. It's Bray. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
I feel like it's hard to forget to cover the big fella, the tight end, the man over the middle of the field most of the time. He comes wide open. I don't know if it was a busted coverage or whatever, but he makes a big play for this offense, and the defense better take note.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Forced out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is... for this team. Be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at...
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let him fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Newton. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Fighting Illini needs to get into the county line for a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. It'll be a draw. Still on his feet. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's James. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He's going to run it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll try the run. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were
picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Runs through the tackle. And runs through another one. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Collins. Got a man, it's Bell. There he goes. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. Power ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Illini! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get it's right back out there. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's reeled in. It's Hollins. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Illinois lining up quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
He's open on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Here comes the heat. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Going for the marker on the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They won.